everyone, welcome to Flourish Field again, and today we are going to be introducing to you loops. All we're going to be doing is to introduce loops, and we're going to use it to just improve on the code that we created in the last video. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to be using a different event called when space is clicked. I don't want conflict of action, so I'm not using the same, because the code I'm going to be running here is still going to do the same to this right here. So I'm going to be running on different events. Alright, so in this case, I do not really need to create first number, second number, because I want to add 5 numbers. I could actually just create one number, one variable called numbers. Okay, so I will just say set. Oops, sorry about that. I will just say what? Set. Now this time around, I will just say set number to be equal to 0 and set total to be equal to 0. That's all. Number one, you can see that it's already looking cleaner. That's the first one. Now the second thing is, I still need this interaction, so I will just duplicate and then attach that. Like I said we are improving on that previous code, so there's still nothing serious that we're doing. That to just improve on the code. All right. Oops, I just mistakenly removed that, which is so bad. All right, so let's move to the next point of action, which is this. Now, to improve on this code, I feel that we repeated some steps. Set. It's too much. I feel we can actually loop this in a loop. So to introduce loop to you, we go to control and then we are using repeat. Now, looping means you're repeating a step for a number of times. That's what looping is. So in this case, we are repeating ask and set for 5 times. It doesn't matter the number now. Okay, we're repeating ask and set for 5 times. So all I need to just do is to duplicate one of them and put them inside there, and that's all. Okay, now let's add it to this. All we need to just do is to change this to what? 5 times to 5, and then that's all. But this time around, I'm going to be saying input number, because we are making it generic, and then I'm going to be setting number, because we don't need first number, we don't need second number. All we just want to do is numbers. So I'll just put this and add them to that. You can see that the code is a bit shorter now. All right, so the last thing we're going to be doing is okay, I still want it to still think for a while before it gives other answers, so I'm going to be duplicating this. All right, I'm going to add that to that code. All right, so I want to explain something in calculating the sum, the total. Now, in the total, to get the total also would be looped in this repeat block. So how do we do that? We come to variables and then we say set variables. Now we're putting it inside the loop, and this time around we're setting the variable. Sorry, let me give space so that we can actually see clearly. So we're going to be setting total to be equals to what? Now there's an equation. It's going to be called we're going to be setting total to be equals to total plus what? Number. I'm going to explain that to you. Total plus number. Now, what this means is that total already is initiated as 0, right? Now, when we start looping, in this loop, we're going to be inputting numbers. Now, the first number we input would go inside this place, number. And then this will be what? 0 will be equals to what? 0 plus, for example, 2. That's 2. So that 2 will be stored in this number. And then we go again. Another number, say for example 1. So 1 will be stored in this 1. But now the previous value of our total is what? 2. Because we are still in this loop. So it's going to be 2 plus 1. That's 3. So 3 will be stored here. We go again to the top. Input another number, which is 4. 4 will be stored in number. And now number will be added into the total. Remember the previous number we had there was what? 3. So it's going to be 4 plus 3. That's 7. Now it's going to repeat all these steps until it is 5. And after that, print out the sum of total. So we were able to loop our total instead of adding our total like this. We just loop through the total. Okay. All right, if that looks a bit confusing to you, don't worry. I'm going to explain deeper in the next video where we're going to be talking about loops. Okay. All right, so don't be confused, but I feel we will get that concept. All right, so that has actually worked for this, and then we just need to duplicate this and then add it to this, and that's all. Now look at how dry the second code is, and I will tell you that this second code will do the same thing. This second code will do the same thing as the first code right there. It's just that this one is dry. We implemented dry in this one. That is, we did not do not repeat yourself. Don't repeat yourself. That was what we did. Now let's run this by clicking on spacebar and then see what we're going to get. Now, to check our work, I just want to put on our numbers so that you can see the flow in the numbers. Please, let's take note of this, because the loop is going to work for that. Okay, that's going to explain our loops better. Now let's check. So when I press spacebar now, see, hello everyone, welcome to my addition app. This app would help us add 5 numbers. Let's start. Now let's check. Now let's start. Input number. Now 5. Can you see? 5 is already there, and then the total is immediately 5. Why? Because the first loop says, I'm going to be explaining that for you. The first loop says what? When you input the number, add it to the total was previously 0, which is 5. So that's why it's 5. Now, watch this when I enter the second number, 2. See what will happen? When I press enter, it's now 7. That's the second loop, okay? It's counting 2 times, because that's 2 plus 5, that's 7, okay? Now, when we input the third number, 5, it's going to be 12. Is that not so? Can you see that? And then when we input the fourth number, for example, 3, that'll be what? 15. Input the fifth number, and 2. Now you see, that's what the loop is working for. So processing the total, and the sum is going to be what? 17. You see that? That is how loop works. It's a way of cleaning up our code. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you were able to understand this computing concepts. If you don't understand, please, I passionately ask you to send your question on the comments below this video, and I'm going to be glad to explain, to show you, how this concept works. All right. Make sure you subscribe, you like and comment, and tell your friends about this lovely channel where we actually explain computer science concepts, coding concepts, and I will be glad to give you more videos. So in the next video, we're going to be launching deeper into loops. We're going to be explaining loop using a very wonderful app. I won't tell you. Wait until the next video. Stay blessed and keep flourishing. See you in the next video.